Mr. Joshua,
Yes.
are you excited about your shed?
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Oh, shed.
Put shed in it. Actually, it's a shed, but it doesn't have shed in it. Yeah. It'll have plenty of shed inside. Yes.
Ooh. Oh, oh my goodness. Hang on to your butts. Oh my gosh. So thankful those power lines are not on our side of the street. Hey there, Josh and Laurel coming at you with another house update, which we have named Brick Abode. And here in this video, you will see a shed.
We named the update Brick Abode?
The house.
You said we named the update Brick
Oh,
Abode.
well, we named the project Brick Abode because we're extra and need to have a name for every single.
You gotta name every single update. This is the Pearl update.
Oh no! No, just naming the projects.
This is the Fuchsia update.
Anyways, so in this update, which is not just Brick Abode, you will see the shed delivery, which was over an hour of footage, and also later in the video, a shop update, as well as a laundry room tour and a few other little things. So thanks for watching.
I need to put a skirting on it so skunks don't get it.
Right. Mesh or
So,
something.
Probably lattice, something cheap. Yeah, when I went in and bought it, I guess corporate had just called the office that I was buying it out of and said, do all the upgrades half price. I was like, all right, we'll get it insulated then.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, this will come with us when we move.
Oh yeah.
Close enough.
Nice to have those things built in. Those shelves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So that your car will fit in here if we absolutely need to, for hail or something. But
Will it fit through that door?
no.
That's what I was
Put a bigger door on.
confused about.
I was gonna do 6 feet, but I was like, that's a bit overkill. Never gonna be back there. 4 feet's fine.
4 feet's great.
I think the color goes well with the house too.
Mom was asking, why are we calling it Blue Brick Abode? Because the bricks are gray.
The blue.
Yeah, they have a blue-gray tone to them. You ordered it. It's your Walmart.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. Floating shed.
Yeah. Thank you, James. So, the door going into the laundry room
Oh yeah, mark that out. See it.
is, I can see it by my eye. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Right there, and right there. So that's going to be extremely convenient to come into the backyard and access this storage area from his shop. We'll have to go to the laundry room, but that's okay.
I gotta take off. I gotta work
This
on
poor
him.
tree. It had seen better days. Need some of these limbs taken off. Bailey.
Oh, Bailey. Bailey. Yeah. Me? Hi, Buster.
All right, you want to show me what you've done in the shop?
Yeah.
Ooh,
My shop.
looking so good.
So this is kind of a primary workbench that I'm trying to clean. I'll keep my, the glasses and the earmuffs and personal protective equipment here. This is where I'll drop my phone and keys and stuff when I come to work. And I've got my air purifier, excuse me, over here. Do that. And I put Festool's up right there where I can see all of them, because they've got a picture of every tool that's inside the box. It's kind of hard if they're stacked on the floor or something to be able to see what's inside of them to do that. So I'll be able to use all those goes there.
And sorry, let me interject. It's nice that they're not all stacked on top of each other, because then they'd be harder to access, right?
Right. I mean, they build them that way, just like the pack outs, you know, where they can lock them all together and, you know, where they interlock. That's kind of the way all the toolboxes are getting made these days, which is great for loading in and out of a truck or something. But if you're using them in the shop, it's better just to have them separate, or even outside the container if you have the space for it. But I had that in the trailer, but I don't really have that in this shop, so they'll all stay in their cases. And then this isn't attached yet, but the vise will go there. It's a good central spot for it. And plywood storage over here. Hardwoods and exotics and stuff. This is the only stuff I brought from Oregon with me. I got a bunch of white oak, mahogany, and some cherry, and some wenge and teak, and some odds and ends. I think I got one walnut board in there that I just couldn't bear to part with. So that's all up in there. That's what is left of the lumber from Oregon. I sold or gave away the rest of it. And then the new saw stop. I'm still determining where I want it to be in the shop, but this is a good location for it for the time being. It is on a hydraulic lift, so I can move it around if need be, or turn it sideways or something. But for now, it's just gonna live right here. And then I broke down my tall tool chest and put the rolling base underneath the workbench and the two on top of there, so I could have more workbench space. I like things up where I can access them. I don't really like having tools stored on the ground as much as I can help it. I'd rather have them, you know, waist high to get to them. So clamps go on that wall. I'm going to steal some cabinets from the kitchen and put them on this wall, and then the large festool rail is just sitting on top of the air handler right now until I figure out, because that's about the safest place for it in the shop. If you drop that or bend it, there goes, I don't know how many $100 that thing costs, but you know, it definitely pays for itself. I was thinking the other day, like if I had to choose, if somebody forced me to choose between a table saw and a track saw, I would pick the track saw, hands down. It's close to replacing everything you used to do with a table saw. There's limitations to it, of course, but if you only had space for one of them in your shop, I would pick the track saw, hands down. Do that. So I still have to set up, you know, air hose over there for the compressor, and then I'll probably put the chemicals and stuff inside the cabinets up there, or I might keep them down low. It's nice to have them down where if something spills, it doesn't go on top of something else. So I might keep them in those bins.
We do have lower cabinets too.
Mm-hmm.
You could cut them down so that they're more shallow.
Yep. Let me come up with something.
Drawers.
Yeah. I'm happy with it so far. This will definitely allow me to move quicker through the remodel process now that this is all set up. And then the chop saw is not going to stay there permanently. I eventually want him to be right here on a dedicated table so that if I need to, I can pull it back and have more length outside that door, and then outside here if I have to cut 16-foot stock or something. The other trick about the table saw is if I have to cut something really, really long, I can open up the garage door and pull it all the way to the front, and then I have 16 feet of clearance out feed from the table saw from the front of the garage. So that's basically why it stays over on this side.
Are you happy with the light?
I am. It's definitely bright enough.
He'll do surgery on the weekend.
Right, yeah, rent it out to street surgeons. Do that. I do need to figure out what's going on with the air conditioning though, because it is just not coming through with any sort of gumption. It's a good Texas word.
It's a light breeze.
Yeah, there's barely anything coming through the vent. And I don't know if there's a blockage or a leak or if we need a stronger fan or what. I have to consult the YouTubes and figure that one out.
Because it is plenty strong in the house.
Yeah, but this is at the far end of the house. This is the end of the main trunk of ducting up in the attic. So I don't know if it's just a distance thing, or a stronger fan would do it, or if we need to put an inline fan inside the thing to help pull the air and then push it further along, or what. But at any rate, it's warmer than it should be in a room this size. So
yeah.
One of the garage doors isn't insulated, and that's.
it is actually.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's cheapo insulation. It's like styrofoam kind of stuff. It's not really high insulation. They probably market it as an insulated door, but just to the very bare minimum. I can put some rigid panels up into the remaining 1-inch space in there. That'll probably get me a little bit more anyway, but we'll see.
And show me the laundry room.
So coming through the garage, this is gonna get walled off here. This was a closet going into, or coming out of the master bedroom, but they already have another closet there. So this was a supplemental closet that they added. And you can see by the footprint of it right here that you had 36 inches, of space, corner to corner, walking through that thing. But they built this closet right at the corner entryway. So you have this choke point where you're trying to carry groceries or, whatever you're doing coming from the garage into the main house, that it's just this tiny, tiny little area. So instead of 6 feet, you have 3 to walk through there. So that was stupid. So this closet went, got broken into tiny little pieces and put in bags and carted away. And then we added this wall to make this laundry room, separation between the garage and this. So I got mason coming out tomorrow to cut a hole in that brick, and then that goes out to the yard where the shed is, right there. And then your washing machine and everything is right here next to the door, and that door will have a great big window in it, let in natural light, because there's no windows in here or in the garage.
Very, very glad we'll be adding some natural light in here, because once we put in the appliances, this is going to feel
Small. Yeah, it takes about half of it. So, but then we're gonna do more cabinets and a fridge and a laundry hanging area up there. This is for the on-demand water heater that will be mounted to the wall right there, so you don't have a giant tank in the corner taking up a whole bunch of space.
There was a water heater when we bought the place, but it was how many gallons?
It was 45.
A small one.
Yeah.
I did a load of, a quote unquote load of dishes and ran out of water. I washed all of the elements inside of the new fridge that we bought, or used fridge, and just that ran the tank out. So we sold it.
Needed to go.
And weren't planning on getting a tankless, but it wasn't that much more than.
That was like $100 more than a tank one, and you have to wrestle the tanks in, and the plumbing is weird on them, and they're so inefficient that you got to put a blanket around them, and the blanket is insulation and it's scratchy and gets dusty and gross and rips. And then if you want to further your efficiency on the thing, you have to put it on a timer, so it's only, you know, like 5 to 6 in the morning it's on, and 5 to 6 in the evening or something. So it only heats the water when you're going to use it. And so if you want to do a load of dishes, run the dishwasher, do laundry or something at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you have to turn your water heater on. You have to go manually turn the water heater on because it's off except for 2 hours of the day, which is what we had at our last house, which significantly helped our electric bill, but it's a major inconvenience. You kind of have to plan out your chores an hour in advance for anything hot water related. So this kind of solves that issue where it doesn't use the electricity unless you're using hot water, and then it's instantaneous. It doesn't have to keep a full 60-gallon, 70-gallon tank of water hot for you. It just takes whatever you're using. You know, if you're only using 2 gallons to do, you know, a few dishes by hand or something, then it's on for 5-10 minutes and then it's off. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Excited about it.
Yeah, this is the rigid insulation. This came out of that wall there. This is 1/2-inch stuff, but they make 3/4, 1 inch, 2. So I'll probably get some 1 inch of this and then glue it into the garage panels there, and that'll significantly help. Maybe not significantly. It'll help some. Problem is that stuff's so expensive. It's kind of like, what are you really gaining out of it? Can you feel it, or is it just one of those mental things? So, but we'll see. If I have some left over, I might put some in there. But that's a couple $100 of insulation, easy. Stuff's not cheap.
But that is the west side of the house, which is here in Texas, the hottest side of the house.
We'll see what it feels like in the summer, and then if we want to, we can.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty tough, and
You're a big strong hand.
yeah.
All right.
Be good. So we got appliances in here.
So there's the other closet, and it's actually a decent size.
Yeah.
Hey, more wood.
Yep. And so we have appliances in here that are going to go into the shop next while I finish out the laundry room, because I have to close off this closet and like this fridge won't fit through this door. It's a 28-inch door.
So we gotta wrestle them out through
So
that opening.
I have to put it through the actual framed opening of a 30-inch door.
This fridge was left here in the house, in the garage instead of in the kitchen for some reason, and...
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with it.
Can you hear that?
It's a beer fridge.
So yeah, beer fridge, that'll be in the utility room, and then we got an actual nice stainless steel fridge for the kitchen, and yeah, once this one dies, it won't be the end of the world, besides beer.
It's not the end of the world. I'll tell you when it's the end of the world.
You better.
It's not the end of the world, but you can see it from there.
Right. So these doors are getting upsized. Both of them are 24-inch doors, which is just wrong.
You can't even walk through them.
I can, but my shoulders rub. It's my shoulders, not my gut, right?
Right.
Right.
Go show us.
No.
Go walk through the door, honey.
No. But I do want to put at least a 28-inch door, if not a 30, in there.
I can't open
It's
it.
more comfortable, and just the 24-inch doors just feels like a mobile home to me. I grew up in a mobile home, and all the doors
It
were
wasn't a mobile
tiny.
home. It was a manufactured home.
No, the one before the brown one
Oh,
was a
okay.
mobile. That's my childhood.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't realize that. Okay.
I turned out all right. But yeah, they remind me of the just the low quality stuff. I mean, it was a roof over our heads. It's nothing to
Right.
complain about.
No,
but
no.
I want to put bigger doors in here.
I thought you were talking about the Henderson house.
No, that was a nice house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my thinking is move this door over, possibly, just to add
Yeah.
some storage on that back wall, because this bathroom is tiny. So right now, this is a walkway to the tub, and it's completely unusable. So if the door was scooted over even just 6 inches, you could at least have some shallow shelves on that wall.
Yeah, that's a really small master bath. But I like that idea of having shelving behind the door.
Because
To the
this is
left.
all completely wasted space. Because you don't want to block your walkway. So yeah, if we moved the door over.
Yeah. So put a bigger door. It's a 24. So if you move it over 6 inches and then do a 30-inch door, basically the door is going to be to the edge of the light switch there, and then you can have a 5-inch shelf or something, you know, for hand towels, soap, toilet paper. You can put your bathroom storage behind the door there, and then we can figure out what we're going to do with our vanity situation. I'm probably going to have to build a vanity. I don't know if I can find one that's going to be this right size.
Well, we have to
Yeah,
problem
'cause it's-
solve with this.
It's 46. Your vanity's going to be 48, and that takes in 2 inches of it. So, I mean, you'll probably find a 36-inch vanity or a 40-inch vanity, maybe. But then either one of those is wasting space, so I might end up building a vanity for this, just for how awkward the layout is on everything.
And we're not entirely sure why this toilet is so far away from the wall. And yeah, we were thinking of having a vanity over.
So your countertop goes all like this and then gets skinny and then just goes right over top of the toilet as well. So you have
it's-
a little bit extra space, you know,
Yeah.
you've got the towel or hand towels or something right here for when you're taking a shower. You turn off the shower, then you have a hand towel right there, or you know, you've also got a towel bar there, but it's nice to have a
You
level
can never have too much
surface.
counter space in a bathroom.
Yeah.
And then it, of course, hides that eyesore for whatever reason. It's so far away from the
Yeah.
wall. Anyways, woo! Don't die.
There's sawdust on the floor, it's
Yeah.
slippery.
All right, well, I think, oh, you're gonna give us a tour of the closet? Yeah, it's a decent closet.
Yeah, I think. Ooh. Yeah, that smells gross.
And stuffy.
Or maybe we should put a vent in the door or above the door then, just to keep airflow. Because there's no.
Well, we haven't opened the closet in like a month.
Yeah,
We're gonna open this closet when we're using it.
I know, but I mean, with how moist the air is,
Gross.
with how moist the air is here in Texas, that's why they have fans in every room to keep the air moving around. And there's no. This is a dead end for air, so I want
That's
to put
not a bad idea.
just a vent through that wall above the door, just so air, and then probably cut the door high an inch or two so that the air can circulate through the closet instead of getting it, because it stinks in there. That's pretty bad. I don't know what I'm gonna find under this carpet either.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be fun.
Well,
But it's all part of the process. Yeah. Then we got a new attic ladder to go in.
'cause the other one is terrifying. You heard it in the last video, but also if you stand on it, it looks like it's gonna buckle at any point. Oh
It's
my
on
gosh.
its last legs.
Nah.
Get it? See, it's funny because a ladder has legs. Yeah, shut up.
All right, this has been enough yakking. So I think we'll call it quits.
I just need you to get real